What's up, guys? Welcome back to CourseCreatorHandbook.com. I'm your host Amit, and today we are going to be looking at Canva. So, I love Canva, and I'm sure most of you have used this before. Maybe I can show you a new trick, or if you're new to Canva, you're going to totally love it. I do have a paid version of Canva, so I'm right now in Google Chrome in incognito, so I can show you how a free version looks like, because a free version does give you a lot of options. The only reason I have the paid version is if I'm creating a logo and I want a transparent background, I think the free version doesn't allow that, and a bunch of other things that the free version restricts you, obviously. So play around with the free version first and then see if that's for you. Again, it's canva.com, that's Canva. So when you first log in, this is what you'd see. The colors are kind of like messing with me. I'm like, this color changing, what's going on? So let's see what best suits me. Let's see, we are online course creators, so writer, author, no, sales, journalist, browser set. I'm just gonna pick one that best suits. I'd say marketing. You do have to do a lot of online marketing, right, as a course creator. And then it brings you to this screen when you first log in. Is I want to create a what? I'm just going to say not sure, let's play with Canva. So this is going to be your home screen. Every time you log in, get used to this. This is where you would come in. This is what you would see. 23-second guide to beautiful design in Canva. I guess my only option is show me how it's done. So this is kind of like their indoctrination video where they're walking you through how everything works in Canva. So we can kind of take a look at it. Okay, since I already know all of this, I won't put you through it. I'm going to watch it myself and then come back as soon as this demo is over. Oh, I guess it's over. Alright, let's do it. So the first thing I do is when I create something new is I go to file. Let's actually go back here to layouts. So every canvas, so to say, has its own dimensions. If I just click on this logo here, it brings you to the first page, and you'll see you can create a design by choosing any one of these. Today what I want to do is I want to show you how I have created a lead magnet in Canva. So it's a PDF download, because that's one of the most popular ones, is creating a PDF lead magnet. And then I'll also show you how I created a Facebook banner image. So let me see if I can click on more and see. Okay, so these are all the designs, and that's what I love about Canva, is they already have everything pre-sized, pre-dimensioned out for you. I don't know if that's a word, dimensioned out. We'll continue. So you can kind of scroll through, see what's you like best. Infographic is a popular one. Everyone loves infographics. There is a special website for that if you are total hardcore infographic junkie. It's, I think, infogr.am. Infogram, it's infogr.am. You can go here. If you love infographics, you'd love this website. I'm not that big into infographics, so we'll go back to Canva. So again, there are a lot of options to choose from, and these are basically, if you think about it, just different dimensions, and they've put different headings on it to make you think like there are a lot of designs, which there are, no doubt about that. And all of this is free, and that's what I like. So let's see, today we are going to do let me do an infographic PDF lead magnet, and we'll call this lead magnet, we'll stick to the theme of 21 tools for every course creator. Actually 21 might be a lot, so I'm going to see which one I can use here. Let's do 10. So once you pick a design, you kind of just click on it, and You see it in here. Right now you can see the zoom is kind of zoomed out a bit. I'm going to zoom in. This shows you what it's going to look like once they download it. So I'm still only at 75%. I'm going to say 10, and then once any element you click on, as I click on these elements, it gives me the color options here. So when I click on this element, I can change the color here. You can add a new color. You can go put in the hex code. We discussed this in a previous video on how to pick the hex codes. It was in the WordPress video. So you can do that. You can just kind of move around your mouse on this color palette and see what you like. I'm liking the blues here. So I like this blue, but then the orange doesn't look too good, so I'm going to change that. Again, every block, as soon as you click on the block, you'll see the options up top. If it's just a plain block, then your only option is going to be color change. If it's a block that has text, then you can change the text, the size, color, etc, etc. So I'm going to change this to white. I like it. Now when I clicked on it and I changed it to white, you saw there was an option to change it to, I guess that option disappeared after the first time. It'll come back. I'll show you. There was an option to do change all, so everything that was orange text would change to white text. And then this one, let me actually I want to change this. So now in this, it's a circle with an outer ring around it, and it has two color variations. So I can change both of them. I can change this one to, let's say I want to do it black. Let's say I want to do the outer one white. Sorry, the inner one is, I'm going to select the outer one white. Okay, I like it. It's okay. And then I also want to change the number 10 to a different color. I want to make this pop a bit, so I'm going to go with, see, here's that option to change all. If I select this, all the other remaining text in this document changes. So I don't want to do that yet. Let's change number 10 to, I don't like this, I want like bold red. Let's see if I can find that. Okay, that looks more like it. Red and black are my colors. That's my jam. And then finally this element right here, I want to change it to a light white grayish. Okay, so that's it. Now I want to change the text. I'm going to call this 10 tools for online course creators. You can see it went into the second line here, and I don't want that. I want it all to fit in one. So I'm going to change the, let's see, okay, there we go. I've changed the font size. Now let's change the font. Again, Canva gives you all these options. There's a bunch of options. If you want to upload your own fonts, you can do if you're on the paid version. But they have so many options to choose from. I've never uploaded a single font. So you can kind of play around, see which font you like, and then once you like it, oh, this is hardly readable. It's all about typography. I just got like an online course on it, and I took the first lesson. It was a little too heavy for me, so I stopped doing it. It was a free course. That's the problem with free courses. Everyone gets excited and signs up for a course because it's free, but when you don't put your money down for a course, then you're not really that committed to it. And I've seen that happen with me. I bought a course for Facebook ads on what's the website? So it was on Gumroad. There was a website that was linked to Gumroad for payment, and the guy had, pay what you want. So I paid $10 for it, but never really, I logged in once and never logged in after that. I think it's just perceived value. If something is being given to you for free or cheap, or less expensive, not cheap, then you don't really put too much effort into it, or at least that's the case with me. The course that I'm selling, it's for $397. We haven't really been able to sell too many of those because it's a new concept within our niche, but we're hoping, we're still running Facebook ads, and we'll cover Facebook ads in some upcoming videos. So let's see if I can make this even smaller. Okay, that fits. Alright, so the top part is good. Now I want to make the bottom, I want to work on the bottom part. So when I click on this block, it's the entire block, and what that means is if I click on this block, I move it, you see this entire block in the background is this one color. So they've kind of broken it apart into two using the second block on top, and I'm going to show you how to add that block. So let me do this. Let me delete this block. Let's say it started just like this and I wanted to add a block. What I would do is I would go here to elements, and then I would go to shapes, and here I could find the block that I wanted and drag and drop. I think that was the one, but let me just scroll down to show you all the blocks that are available. There are so many designs, and you will see it either says free on it or you'll see a dollar sign. If you do see a dollar sign, you can still drag and drop it onto your canvas. The only thing would be there would be a watermark, which means you can't obviously use, you can use it, you can generate it, but you will still see the watermark till you actually pay for the element. And that's really how Canva makes money. It's a smart approach. Let's see what other blocks are available here to use. Let me try this one, the corner one here. Kind of looks cool. I don't know how it would look. Let's try this. Contemporary. It looks contemporary. It's the word I was going for. Okay. Now that you have this, obviously it's overlapping the font and we want to send it back. So once you have your element selected, you can click on arrange and then you click on back, and then you keep doing it and you'll see these little dots that come up here. It shows you how many levels back it's going. So I keep doing it till I want it almost all the way back. Okay, things are starting to pop up front. Perfect. That's as far back as it goes. So that's all set. Now I lost my blue, so I want to change this to blue again. That's what I wanted. And then this particular block right here, I want to change it from this brownish color to maybe, yeah, let's go with that. I like that. Black, blue and red, love it. So now you can start working on the rest of the stuff. The color scheme and kind of putting elements together take the longest. That's why I usually go with a preset design and then start adding my elements. Now before we move further, what I want to show you is this font. Let's say I don't like this style. I can just click on this. Sometimes it does get a little temperamental, and just hit delete on my keyboard here. I guess it doesn't want to delete. Thank you. Let's try it one more. Okay, let's say I want a different kind of font, and what I mean by that is if I click on text, you'll see I can just simply click add heading and it adds this text right here, or I can use one of their preset pre-formatted beautiful looking text right here. So it's all free. We're still working with the free stuff. No need to pay till you're making money. I've kind of been sucked into so many of these SaaS products that I continue to pay for, and I think to myself, once I start selling a course, it'll pay for all the SaaS, but it's still yet to happen, and I'm slowly starting to cut back on the things that I can do with free instead of paying. Alright, I kind of like this. Let's see if I can use this here. So once you click on it, it always goes towards the middle of the page, and I can drop it here, and let's call this 21 tools. I don't like the font, let's change it. 21 tools for. Okay, now I want to select the second part here. online course creators. Again, it's probably not the best example. You want something, let's try to find something which will look, which people can read in its entirety. Let's see, text. So, okay, like this. Let's try this right here. Let's drag and drop it up. And remember, we can drag and drop any element in here. Sometimes it gets a little cumbersome because you literally have to drag and drop each and every element. Let's do this. I'm going to make this a little smaller so it fits better, and I'm going to change the color scheme to match our color scheme here, or not. That doesn't look right. Let's play with, okay, let's go with yellow. I guess I've already was, and black, or is it white? Gray. Let's go with gray. 21 tools for online course creators. 21 must have. Sorry, we're going with 10. What am I doing? What am I thinking? And we can change the font size. Too big. Let's go with 12. So 10 must have tools for online course creators. Here we go. I'm still not a big fan, but in the interest of time, I'm going to move forward just so I'm doing all of this so you get an idea of what Canva can do. So now I am going to put the 10 tools, teachable.com, thinkific.com. Alright, I'm going to put down these 10 tools. I'll fast forward the video so you kind of see me bend space and time, and we will be back in a jiffy. Alright guys, I'm back. I've listed my 10 tools here. I'm just going to move this, and as you move objects you'll see these grid lines that pop up, so it tells you where it's center aligned, which is again awesome. It'll only work for things that should be center aligned. Like this obviously won't be center aligned horizontally, it's center aligned vertically, I think. And then these, I want to change the color scheme again. I want to go with blue and white. Change all to white. I don't know why it didn't give me the option to change all to blue. Change all to blue. Perfect. All done. So it changed all the bullets. I have listed out all my 10 must-have tools for online course creators. So my lead magnet is literally ready. If you wanted to add some pictures to this, you could go to elements, and then here you can go back up here and search for icons, free photos. I kind of like icons better. Flat icons are in these days. If you have your own stuff, you can hit upload. You can upload your own images or purchased images from any third-party photo websites that you might have. You can upload it from Facebook, your own Facebook account. You can link it. So these are the ways you can upload images. If I go back to elements here, I can search an image here. So let's say I want to search for internet. And again, you'll see there are free ones and paid ones. If I click on this, it's going to automatically drop in here. I can resize it. Depending on the kind of image you're bringing in, you can also change the color. So let's say I resize it, change the color, put it right here, and I can arrange it, send it back, and then I can also make it, that's all the way back, perfect. And then I can also make it, now once you send it all the way back, it's kind of hard to select it. So I'm going to do undo. Okay, bring it forward. And then the other thing you can do is you can click on this button right here, and that lets you control the transparency of that object. And then the next one lets you add a link. So if I click on link, let's say I put in a link here, coursecreatorhandbook.com, hit apply. Now once you generate this document as a PDF or what may you, anyone that clicks on this, it'll be redirected to that link that you have embedded in here. So that's pretty cool. Again, it's a professional looking design. You don't have to pay anyone anything. Of course, it's your time investment that's going in here, which we are all time rich and money poor right now. At least I am. When I'm first starting out, I have been creating the course for a while. My wife and I put about a year in creating our course, and that's when I learned all of these different tools and how to use them. Now we just have to get the course out there, get it sold. We have sold a few, but not as many as we would like. I'm driving traffic using Facebook ads, and these are all the tools in my arsenal that I want to show you how to use. Hopefully you don't have to use all of them. Even if you use some of them, you can still create a great product. So that's how you would add icons. I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to show you what happens when you put in a paid one. You can see that it has the Canva logo no matter how much you shrink it. And then it has those lines, right? It has the watermarks on it. So you won't be able to, if I click on download right here, I can't do the transparent background because I'm on the free version. And then when I click on download, it's going to tell me this thing right here. If you don't want to remove the watermark, you can do a single 24-hour design use. For multi-use, you have to remove watermark. I don't know how they track it. That's the part I'm not clear on. If it's a single use, single design, 24 hours, how do they track it? I don't know. So you can click on got it, and here you're going to get the option to pay for it. So again, download a watermark draft. You can do that if you're okay with the watermark. Just maybe you're sharing with the team, maybe you're bouncing ideas back and forth before you actually purchase the product. You can download it with the watermark, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So we're going to click on this. It downloads as a PNG file, but when you are downloading it, it has the option for PDF or whatnot. You can see the watermark clearly with Canva's logo. So again, it's if the icon is small enough where you don't care about the Canva logo, go for it. Or you can upload your own logo. You can find free icons. If this like flaticon.com, there are a bunch of different websites. Just Google them, and then you don't have to pay Canva. If you do have to pay Canva, I would suggest just go with the $12 a month or whatever is their subscription. But how many subscription plans can one course creator have? I mean, we have to create a course here, right guys? Let's delete this element right here, and we back to editing. So that's how the illustrations, photos and stuff work. I am going to just go back to elements and look at these free icons, and I'm going to add a few icons just to give a little pizzazz to my PDF download lead magnet here. And what we're going to do today is put this in our WordPress website if time permits. I don't want this to be a long-winded video. I want to be able to give you something actionable and not lose you guys. So stay with me. Alright, let's see what elements can we use. And they have so much stuff for free. I don't know why I pay for it, but it's mostly for the transparent background. Okay, I know this T is for Tumblr, but I'm going to repurpose it and use it for Thinkific and Teachable. Never realized till now that they both start with T. Again, once you click on an element, you can change its colors and whatnot. I'm going to put this right here. Again, this is just for demo purposes. Usually it takes me a couple of hours to create something that I can really stand behind, and in the interest of time I'm doing this to show you guys how quickly it can be done. So you can pull in any of these elements. Let's see, I kind of like floppy disks. They're a relic of the past. I'm a relic of the past too. I'm born in 82 when floppy disks were a big thing back then, right? 3.44 MB. So I'm going to put that right here, and I'm okay with the retro white color. Actually, let's try a little like these to have that paper on it. People would write on it, right? So like a little off-whitish. That's more like pink, but again, we'll go for it. And then at the end, I want to put in my website. So when you guys are creating lead magnets, you also always want to promote your website. You want people to remember where they downloaded your stuff from. So we're going to go back to text again. I am going to look for a text that looks like it could be like a footer text almost. And if I don't find anything good, I can just go with the plain old text and make it fancy. Let's go with, I like these guys right here. Let's go with this. Again, it always goes on the middle of your page, so you have to remember to kind of drag and drop it. And now I can either shrink this to make it smaller, or I can increase the size of my canvas here. And how you can do that is you can go to File. Right now it's 800 pixels by 2000 pixels, and 2000 pixels is the length, 800 is the width. So I want to resize my design. Another thing I can't do in the free version. Okay, let's try to make it fit, because we want to stick to the free theme here, not pay for SaaS products. Let's go with something that I can use for free. How's this? Okay, this should fit. Let's give it a shot. So again, we want to put our website here to remind them where they downloaded this freebie from. It's all about brand recognition, right? That's why Coca-Cola does all these commercials, because we will remember them when it's summer out and whatnot. Alright, so course creator handbook.com. Nah, I don't like this element. You really can't read it. I'm going to go with a plain text. Sometimes you just have to go with the plain text. So plain text right here. I'm going to drag it. Oh, come on. I always pick the wrong element because I'm in such a rush. Okay. So I'm looking for the grid lines, which is going to tell me this is centered, which is right there. Now I can add my website, course creator handbook.com. Perfect. Let's change the font. I don't know what my infatuation is with fonts. I just love them. There is a rule of thumb though that I have heard about websites, not to use more than 3 different fonts on your website to kind of keep that consistency, the typography of your page, kind of like the flow. So keep that in mind. It's very difficult for me to resist not using that many fonts, but I've learned not to kind of throw up on my landing page with all different fonts. Alright, so I have this here. I don't want it to blend. I want it to stand out. Make it a different color. Make sure there's a link in there. book.com. Perfect. Let's give it some spacing. Here we go. When you click on the spacing, there's a bunch of options here. You have anchor, text box, I never really use this. I don't know what it does, but it's an option. These are bullet lists, so if you wanted a bullet list, you can bulletize it. This the this makes it all uppercase or lowercase. So if you wanted to make this all lowercase, you just click here, change it. I guess. Why isn't it working? Okay, there we go. And then obviously your alignment, left, right, or center. And then if depending on the font, you can italicize, italics, and bold. It all depends on the font type. If you have used a font type that does not have bold in it, you obviously can't bold it. And then that's it. This lead magnet is ready, and you can just click here to change the name of it if you want it. Done. And now you can download it. You can also make it public, so if you wanted to share this design with someone, you could do that. Couple of other things you can do on the left side here. One is layouts. Again, we selected a layout that was an infographic. You can change it here if you wanted to. Some of the things, again, you won't be able to find in the free version. What I do is, if I like something, I just create it in the infographic, and then if I want to change it, I don't think we can resize here because obviously it's a upgraded version. I would just go back to the home page and create a new design again. So if you're on the free version, make sure you're picking a design that you really like, so you don't have to do extra work. On the paid version, there is a button here which lets you magic resize, and you can pick like 6 different layouts. Okay, I like this design, I want to resize it as a Facebook cover photo, I want to resize it as a Twitter, as a Pinterest, and it'll make those 5, 6, 7, 8 different design layouts for you in one click. So I'm sorry, not Trello. Canva is automatically saving your design as you do it. You don't have to hit the save button every time you do something. And then we went over the elements. Let me go back up here. Right now I'm using icons. You can click on grids, and then you can select a different kind of grid if you wanted. And let's go back here. You can search free photos. Canva does have a bunch of free photos you can use, so this could be good for like your landing page. You can put a photo with a text on it. That might work. And then what else do they have? Let's see. There are frames, so you can put frames around your design. Let's say I wanted this frame. You could do it like this and then put a photo on top of it, so it'll have that contemporary look. Let's go back here. So there's different lines you can use. I've used lines quite a bit, mostly for my website design. Illustrations, I've never really used illustrations. Okay, maybe I have. I lied. I have. So you can use illustrations, and again, all of this is free stuff, guys. If I click on one, I can resize it and rotate it if I want it. And I'm going to change the colors. I guess for some of these illustrations you can't really change the color because it's not giving me that option. So that's for illustrations. And then you have icons. We went over that. Charts, if you wanted to add a chart in here, you could do that. Let's say you wanted to add this chart, you can add it right here, and you can double clicking it opens up this legend on the left side where you can say tool 1, tool 2, so on and so forth. So you can again keep going, name it what you want, and then you can resize it. So the concept is the same for every element as far as drag, drop, resizing. It's very user friendly. And then I love Canva. So you can add some Canva related stuff in here. Like this must be a Canva mascot. You can add that in here. So again, there's a bunch of stuff in here. It's free. Open an account, play with it, and then finally you can change the background of this too. So if I just click on this, the background changes automatically, which is this part I really love a lot. You can keep changing the background till you find one that you like, and then once you have found it, you can then again click on it and then change the color of it. And there are some paid backgrounds in here as well. Of course, they need to make money one way or the other. I kind of liked this one, or I like the fishy. No, hard to read. Nope, too girly. No offense. Nope, hard to read. Alright, let's go with the dark one here. Okay. So we have changed our background. We have created this PDF document. I want to delete this element right here. Now you can hit the download button. Again, go through all of this stuff on the left side, see what works best for you. When you hit download, there are a bunch of options you can choose. Since this is a lead magnet, I like to do it as a PDF. So I'm going to do a standard PDF and hit the download button. And now we can go back to our WordPress website. We had created a landing page, and then we had created a thank you page, and we connected it to our MailChimp. So this is how it would work. If I go back to WordPress real quick, let's go to WordPress. Alright guys, sorry about that. I am back. So we had created this page right here. 21 must-have tools when creating an online course. So first of all, I want to change that to 10 tools when creating 10 must-have tools instead of 21, since we have only 10 tools. Download these tools. Now last time I couldn't figure out this button. I'm going to do this. I'm going to, oops, I didn't want to delete that. If you delete something by mistake, there's an undo button here, which I love. I wanted to change the background color. It wouldn't let me for some reason, so let me do this. Event manager, open Thrive. Okay, I won't get into that right now, because this was a Canva demo, not a Thrive Themes demo. We'll come back to this. I know how to fix it, and I'll show you when we do our next video on Thrive Themes and WordPress. So for now, we had created this, and then we had also created a thank you page. And oh, I didn't save it. Let me go back, change it from 21 to 10. 10 must have tools. I'm going to change the color of this. I get carried away, even though I said that. Okay, save changes, and we're going to go to edit page and update this page. And now what I want to do is, this was the thank you page. If I edit it, see it says thank you, so I'm going to rename it to thank you. Now usually I had mentioned this before, whenever I name a thank you page, I don't put in just thank you, because people could Google your thank you page and find you, and then just skip the lead gen part where you get their email. Let's update this. And now what I want to do is put that PDF here on the thank you page. What I can do is, so what we want to do is go back here to WordPress, go to media, and in the media library I'm going to add a new document. You can add anything in here, and I'm going to copy and drag and drop this here. And then what happens is once a document is generated, you get a URL or a unique link. So if I just double click this, here's my unique link for this particular document, which is our lead magnet. And I can go here, remove this link, add the new link I just copied, and that's it. We save changes, edit this page, update, and we're done. So now let me show you this in action. We have created a lead magnet using Canva. We have delivered it to our WordPress dashboard in our media files, and now we're going to see it in action, where I'm going to pretend that I'm a person coming to this website for the promised goods. So we are already in incognito. I'm going to go to coursecreatormanual.com, and I think the entire website was coursecreatormanual.com / let's see what my page URL is here. So I still have the URL wrong, or not wrong, but I originally wanted to make it 15 front desk questions, but then we changed it. So I'm going to click on edit and change it to 10 tools and update this. I actually want to change this to 10 tools as well. Update it. I'm going to copy this link, go here, paste it. Alright, so let me actually open this in Safari just so we don't see this top bar here. Okay, we're in Safari. Here we go. Yes, please give me my copy, and I'm going to put in my email, course.creator.handbook plus test1@gmail.com. Anytime you're testing with your Gmail account, if you just do plus test1, it becomes the label. So you'd still get the email in your Gmail, and that email will come in with the label test1. So I can name this anything. Testing PDF download now. And then when I get to the thank you page, I have the thank you, please click here to download. When I click this, it's going to open in that WordPress URL that we entered, and as soon as this opens, I'll see the PDF that was created in Canva. It's beautiful, gorgeous piece of thing here, and here we go. From start to end, we are about 40 minutes deep, and we have created a PDF document, uploaded it to WordPress, and put it in as a lead magnet, and now we're going to run some traffic to it. Wonderful. I see there are some elements here that we need to delete back in Canva. So, make sure you test everything before you put it out there. And that's it for this demo for Canva, guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you would like to see, let me know. Most of these videos I don't prepare in advance because I've been doing this for a while. I kind of play it off the cuff, and sometimes I stumble, things don't work, but that's really how all of us have learned. We kind of just dive in there and learn as we go. So that's what I want to help you learn. Again, coursecreatorhandbook.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next video. Take care.